as most people have not, even bankers have not studied it. When we go to the Bretton Woods Agreement, we see that they decided no more redeemability for paper money. Redeem means you can take your paper money to a bank and get the gold. That's redeeming the paper. The US dollar was like that. Is it 1 hour as yet? Right. $20 for one ounce of gold. Up to 1933, anybody could go to a bank in the United States with 20 US dollars in currency notes and redeem it for 1 ounce of gold. But at Bretton Woods, they decided no more. No more. All the paper money in the world, all of them, no more redeemability to gold. So the integrity of money is gone. But you needed a fig leaf to cover your nakedness. So they decided one currency would have the fig leaf, the US dollar. That will give to the US dollar some respectability. And when the US dollar declares that it declares, "In God we trust," you saw it? It's because the US dollar is the only paper money in the world which is redeemable in gold. Not your ringgit and not their rupiah. And Bretton Woods declared that the redeemability would be at $35 an ounce of gold. But Bretton Woods declared that not Tom, Dick, and Harry. No, you can't go to Uncle Sam and say, "Here's my $35, give me the ounce of gold." Only central banks. Only central banks. So what, central banks are the only people going to be using this money? No. All of mankind are using this money. And so, number one, to destroy the redeemability to gold meant destroying the integrity of money. And number two, declaring that only central banks can redeem the US dollar, nobody else, meant that this money had only 0.1% integrity. It was totally fraudulent. Well, then where were the scholars of Islam? Where were the muftis in the 1940s? Where were they? Could they not see? If you're not allowed to speak, like my freedom to speak, I don't think will last for long again. And my freedom to travel, I don't think will last for long again. But if I don't have the freedom to speak, and if I don't have the freedom to travel, can't I at least write? Can't I publish something? So today, in the year 2007, I could pick up this paper written by a scholar of Islam in 1945, in which he analyzes the Bretton Woods Accord and declares that this is an international monetary system that is utterly fraudulent. Where do we have that document today? From Bretton Woods, therefore, emerged this international monetary system. The US dollar is pegged to gold. It is redeemable at $35 an ounce. But all the rest of the paper money in the world are now pegged to the US dollar. So when we ask, what is the value of the Malaysian ringgit? You have to answer and say, 340. 340 means what? 340 means 340 in exchanging to the US dollar. If you give the value of the Malaysian ringgit in terms of gold, they will ask you, where did you come from, Mars or Venus? Huh? So now all the paper money in the world are linked to the US dollar. And the US dollar is the only currency in the world redeemable in gold. The United States is a ruling state in the world, and it has as its mission to protect the state of Israel until Israel grows with massive economic help, massive financial help, massive transfer of military technology, until Israel becomes a superpower, until Israel can attack any state in Europe today, while the United States has the control over money. This is the ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam we're talking about. And then they established the International Monetary Fund. And when you study the articles of agreement of the International Monetary Fund, you see something strange. You see something strange. Prohibiting money to be linked with gold. You can link your money to rambutan, no problem. You can link your money to durian, no problem. You can link your money to anything that they sell in Pasar Malam, no problem. But you cannot link your money to gold. No, gold cannot be used as legal tender. Go ask your government of Malaysia today. Go and ask them, why is gold not allowed as legal tender? They cannot answer that question. None of them. No, they can't. Why?